Hey everyone, it's Christine, and today I want to bring to your awareness the kind of choices that you're making. And I want to encourage you to start making more self-honoring choices. And I'm going to tell you the 5 most important things about making self-honoring choices. I had to make one both in my personal life and my business life recently, and although it was hard and scary, because sometimes it feels selfish in a way to make self-honoring choices, it was absolutely liberating and got me back on track in terms of what's most important to me. So let me tell you the 5 things that you need to know about self-honoring choices that will hopefully support you and inspire you to start making more of them. The first is, what is a self-honoring choice? Well, a self-honoring choice is one that's in alignment with your values, what's most important to you. Not your ego, but your higher self. Things like love, respect, trust, authentic self-expression. Really get clear on what your values are and look at the choices and decisions you're making and look at which choices support those values and which choices violate those values. Because oftentimes we make choices based on how we'll be perceived or what someone else will think or what we think we should do that are totally in contradiction with your values. So first thing, do a values check. The second thing about self-honoring choices is they're not selfish. Clients say to me all the time, this feels so selfish. Okay, here's the thing. Selfish people, self-centered people, aren't concerned about whether or not their choices are selfish. So if you're even concerned about being selfish, chances are you're not. Which brings me to number 3, which is often the hardest thing about making self-honoring choices, which is you are not responsible for other people's feelings. You are not responsible for how someone else reacts to a choice you make. I know that seems really kind of crazy, but you're not. You're only responsible for communicating in an authentic, ownership, loving way. You're only responsible for being honest and not going into any kind of blame or finger pointing. And remember, how other people respond is their responsibility, not yours. The 4th thing about making self-honoring choices is sometimes you don't have to make a choice at all. Often when someone asks us to do something, we feel this immediate need to respond and give someone a decision. You can say, I don't know. I need time to think about that. Let me get back to you. Remember, just because a choice is put in front of you doesn't mean you have to respond instantly. Give yourself time. Honor yourself by giving yourself time and space to really feel in to what feels most congruent and right for you. And the 5th thing about making self-honoring choices is that no is a complete sentence. And you can say it a little softer, like no. So many people follow no with a huge justification and an apology. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to justify yourself. It's enough to just say no if that's what feels the most honoring for you. So you have my gentle nudging to really look at all the choices you're making in your life, be it in your relationships, your career, your self-expression, whatever it is, and ask, am I really tuned in to what's most self-honoring for me? And again, I know it can feel scary, I know it can feel risky, but what's even scarier is not honoring yourself, because in the future, all that does is build resentment against yourself and other people and distrust. If you want to start trusting yourself more and moving more from that place of intuition and higher self and less from ego and fear, you've got to up-level your choice making and make those self-honoring choices.